We go through life and the things that we thought were never a possibility, that's the stuff that knocks us back on our rear ends. That's the stuff that hurts the most. I remember hearing a phrase a long time ago that it's not the bus you see coming that kills you. You're not going to step out on the road if you see a bus barreling down the road. It's the one you didn't expect. That's the one that hits you. That's how life is. Expect the unexpected. It seems a bit trite, but there's something to it. We have to know that as we go through life, there's ups and there's downs, there's good and there's bad, but the bad is often just on the other side of the good. It comes when you least expect it. I remember moving toward that bridge and thinking to myself, they said this would never happen. You ever said that? You find yourself in a relationship, a work situation, a financial situation, a life situation, and you think to yourself, somebody, said this would never happen. How is this possible? The biggest battles in your life often are the ones that you didn't see coming, that you didn't expect. In fact, some people become so overwhelmed by those battles, so overwhelmed by the unexpected, that they become the lifelong victims of a one-time event. Think about that. You may be listening to this, and that's you. I know I have found myself in that spot before. Something in my past has gotten such a hold on me. I didn't see it coming. I didn't expect it. I was hurt by someone that I never thought would hurt me. A situation changed or came up that I did not expect. Something happened back there, and that thing has gotten a hold of me because I didn't expect it. And now I've become the lifelong victim of what was a one-time event. Be aware that there are real enemies in life. There are. Sometimes they're people, sometimes they're circumstances. The enemy is anything that prevents your forward movement. There are real fights and real battles, but it's often the ones you didn't expect, the ones that catch you off guard, that can do the most damage. Be aware of that. Maybe you don't see it coming, but when it presents itself and you can see it, step back and acknowledge, I didn't see this coming, but I'm not going to let it control my life going forward. Because here's a second principle we learned. You may not always get to pick the fight. That's a truth. Sometimes the battles come when you don't expect them. We just talked about that. You may not always get to pick the fight, but you always get to decide how you will fight. Think about that for a second. The one thing that no one can take away from you is the power, the ability that you have to decide. To decide in the moment how I'm going to respond to what's happening around me. You may not get to pick the fight, but here you are. You're in the fight. Where you take back the power is by deciding how you will fight. Will you fight honorably? Will you fight toward an expected end? Will you push forward toward the goal that you had out in front of you? Or will you pull back? Will you do something that in other circumstances, in other times, you would never do? What are you going to do? You get to decide.